I don't care.
You gotta click on PlayStation
Yes.
VR.
Not in a lens. So this is I still can't tell if I'm in it or not. This is second attempt. This is Robert's attempt at playing Bound in VR.
It made me incredibly nauseous.
I am not in VR.
No, you're not at all.
Oh fuck. I desperately wanted to play this game in VR.
You need to stop rocking.
I'm good.
No, it's like rocking the screen.
I'm not. If I start getting really excited, I'm gonna rock. Part of the reason I wanted to play this in VR is because I wanted another excuse to record us playing this game. Because I went back and played this game after we recorded it, where I could, like absorb it and enjoy it myself. And
Right.
I fucking love this game. I love it so much. The story, the way they tell it, I love this game. It's one of my favorite games I've played recently.
Well, it's kind of a make your own story too, to a point.
Well, the way it tells the story, it kind of lets you figure it out yourself.
But depending on the order you play in, kind of changes.
Well, it'll
perspective.
change your perception of the story. Like, we kind of perceived certain people as villains and stuff, based on kind of what we saw first.
Right.
Like, I'm pretty sure because the mom's such a strong point of the game, because you, like, immediately start in front of her and she's kind of yelling at you, I think we both came to the conclusion that she was mostly at fault for the divorce. Because that's ultimately what the story's about. The game's about, like, a divorce and the dad leaving. But kind of everybody's at fault. Like, we never noticed, but, like, these monsters, like, this one's the mom. But the dad and the brother are both in it. The dad's one of the male monsters, and the brother's the other.
Oh, gotcha.
And see, like, when we thought the dad was yelling at us at one point, it's actually the brother who's like you broke it, I don't care type thing. It was actually the brother.
Oh, gotcha.
And then there's a point where you, as the daughter, are also sort of at fault. So it's basically just a story about parents getting divorced and not handling it, the dad leaving, and it was emotionally draining, but I really dug it.
I mean,
I can see why you were thrown off by this.
Well, you got to change the camera.
Yeah. It doesn't want to move the camera a lot, like, while you're playing it. This is definitely a game you want to play probably through before you want to VR.
Because you have to, like, it doesn't show.
Well, it helps to know where you've been.
Right.
It doesn't want to mess around because it doesn't want you. Like, fucking the camera motion, like, puking. I love this so much.
Right, but
If I didn't close tomorrow, I'd be getting up in the morning to go buy a fucking camera for this. So, like, it's not moving the camera. You have to move the camera yourself.
none of the camera angles are really let you play.
There's some VR options. Like, we're in VR mode stationary. So let's try smooth one. Let's see if I can handle that. I think it's set up to be the most safe version.
Oh, that makes sense, kind of.
So we'll see if I can handle VR with, like, motion, which I think I can. Oh god, I love this.
See, I think I could play. I think I'd been more likely to play this.
Well, this is the version where it starts moving around. Oh god, I love this so much. See, when you were talking about VR experiences, this is what I want. Like, I want a 3D as fuck game, but I want traditional gameplay.
See,
and this is why this is, like, I'm loving this. Because what this does is it gives me, like, a massive amount of depth perception where I can, like, look around and see my environments.
Yeah.
But I'm still playing a video game, you know?
See, I like the more
interactively virtual world shit.
Yeah.
It's not me. I'm digging this. I would buy this type of experience is what would get me to go out to the store and buy something.
Like, I'm definitely looking more forward to playing, far point, like a first person.
See, I didn't even realize. I thought I was in a cutscene because I was watching the stuff over here.
Yeah.
And then I didn't even realize I was on the fucking screen down here.
I want like a first person shooter where I'm in the battle and stuff like that.
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't want to play this from the start in VR. 'Cause I think
Not at all.
Well, I think you're gonna have a hard time figuring the game out if you're too busy trying to figure out where. Like, I know where everything is at this point because I played through it twice.
Well, I mean, definitely in stationary mode, you just are kind of walking till you hit something, either to jump.
I fucking love this game so much.
You know something funny?
What's that?
Watching it like this is actually making me less sick
Yeah.
than watching you play it the other way.
Well, I'm moving the camera less because I can look around with my face now.
Well, and when you look around your face, it's not nearly as jerky because it's making,
Well, that's because if I look around jerky wise, it's gonna make me sick.
right.
I missed the fucking ladder. There's a really cool thing this game does. It teaches you how to do a really long roll jump without actually. I already passed it, but like your shadow does in the background, it kind of shows you that it's a thing, without actually like popping up a tutorial being like, "Hey, did you know if you roll jump, you'll fucking do a long jump?"
Right.
It's supposed to be more like an advanced move anyway, so you don't really need it. God, this looks so much better. And it almost looks more high def in the freaking VR.
Yeah, because stuff kind of
seems
jumps
weird.
out at your face.
Because it's right in your face.
Oh, this has to be pretty intense, isn't it?
Well, yeah, this is actually weirdly problematic.
Why?
Because this is where your turning is gonna, like, if I move and turn at the same time, it did the blackout thing. Well, now it's not bugging me. It didn't do it this time. It did it when I first came in here. Let's see, alright. And this, like, the dad's playing chess, the kids are looking like, I don't know, whatever. But it sort of starts off with, like, that as the intro of the game.
See, and I think part of the reason why we kind of got the mom as the bad figure is because there's a few points where the mom is obviously at fault,
Well, alright.
and it's like really in your face.
This is
about
what
it.
the editing. First off, you start with a strong mom figure, and she kind of yells at you a lot because she's telling you what to do. And then when she comes from a place of authority, and then there's a point where she's kind of neglecting you, it kind of makes you mad at her.
Yeah.
But I think the order in which you see the things strongly leans you one way or the other.
Right.
Which is the point. The other, when you look at the whole overall like arc, it's hard to be totally mad at the mom because the dad is the one that leaves.
Yeah,
but you can see that maybe she drove him away.
Well,
It's
I mean-
like it's up to interpretation.
Well, I mean, and another thing too is when the wife decides that you guys are getting a divorce, guess what? Dad has to leave.
Yeah,
That's just how
true.
our government works in the States. I don't know if it's different in other countries.
The way it pushed it off though is like it looked like everybody was mad the dad was leaving.
Well, but it also, the mom was holding you back, not letting you go to the dad as he was leaving
Yeah.
too.
I wanted to show you this. Remember, these are the platforms that you jump on that they move.
Oh yeah.
Well, I'm going to show you the long jump really quick while I'm doing it. What it is you have a roll, like a dodge button. It's that, and then you have a run. Where's the jump? Okay. So if you do like the roll and the jump, bam, you do like a huge fucking leap. And it's cool because the game kind of shows you in the background at one point. It shows your shadow doing it
Yeah.
over a platform, and that's the only way it teaches you how to do that.
That's crazy.
But you used it to do the collectibles in the game and stuff.
Oh, some of those ones you couldn't reach
Yeah.
because they're too far away.
And it's very necessary for speedrun. And you might be thinking, hey, like, why wouldn't they teach you that in like the game?
They don't want you to know.
Well, you don't.
like,
It's more of an advanced move, anyways. You don't need it to beat the game. You need it to master the game. So when you keep playing the game, like I like that type. That's kind of how Super Metroid worked too, where it's like show don't tell.
Right. No, I really dig that.
Run, run, run. We're still technically in the like intro stage.
Okay.
So there's like there's not a lot going on yet.
Woo!
Is it already trying to tell me time?
No, we're good. I was gonna ask you if this was a full level or if we're good.
Oh no, this is still technically the intro stage.
Yeah, I was about to ask you that, and you were like, "This is still technically the intro stage." And I was like, "Oh, never mind then."
The real stages are the
pictures.
Yeah.
I feel like this.
There's something else I wanted to explain about the game that I have to get into a real stage for.
One thing about this, I mean, I feel like this is a game like psychologists could super study to learn a lot about a person.
Yeah. Fuck. This game's really cool in VR.
Yeah, it is.
It makes it way more impressive. Because you get the size of everything more.
Oh, yeah.
Because now you can actually look up and be like, Jesus.
When the mom jumps at you in the beginning.
Well, that like when I walk through that arch, like this is not impressive in normal TV. Because it's like the screen's like that, you know, like it's actually more far away than that. But like when you're walking through a doorway in VR and you're like, it's crazy. It's like a 3D movie, but like on steroids. Cool. I like the little dancers on the walls.
Yeah.
You don't really notice them much when you're just fucking playing. Because this scene's normally static. 'Cause you can't move your camera or nothing right now. I'm just trying to show you a cutscene. But you're sort of detached from that, so you can do whatever you want. I haven't figured out what this is supposed to represent, if it's supposed to metaphorically. It just says there's like kingdom. Oh, that moment there where it's like the kingdom's already gone. I love that. To me, it represented that like her whole dance and everything that she's doing right now takes place in her adult life, and that like her family's already like divorced.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a cool moment where it's like it's too late to save it; it's already gone, type thing.
Right. So did you knock on the door the second time you played through, or did you walk off?
No, I totally walked off. Fuck the dad.
Did anything happen?
No, it's just a choice you can make based on your interpretation.
This was weirdly sexy to me, even this time.
Oh, the walk?
Yeah.
I mean, it's interpretive dance. It's supposed to be a little sexy.
Yeah, I think we had that exact same conversation last time.
I mean, dance, you know, should be sexy. Movement should be sexy. It's aesthetically pleasing. It's, you know, body and movement.
Right.
This is so much better in VR.
But like you said, you definitely need to play it first. For one, you're not going to get the emotional story, I don't think you get by playing it not in VR.
That's so cool.
But no, like, I really can't wait to, till like the VR gloves come out and you can actually touch things and...
Yeah, I'm on a different level. Oh, this is what I was talking about. This is the shadow that teaches you to jump.
Yeah.
See? It kind of catches your eye, so you're like, how the hell should you do that? Whoop! I hit the button wrong both times. So these next 4 or 5 things that pop up, I think it's 4 things, are the fears in the game. These are called pearls. This is paper. The other one's steam, and then there's the monsters yell, which I think they call shout. They're called the fears.
That makes sense.
These are steam.
Which,
as you beat the levels in whatever order you want, it shuts these down. So like if you beat the shout level first, like see his mouth, that's called shout. if you beat the level that shuts his shout down, his mouth will actually be sealed shut for the rest of the game.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's something we didn't realize. But they're all based on the cutscenes in the game. The different levels are based on her getting over different traumatic events in her life. Oh shit.
We're at time.
Cool.
So next time on us.